Welcome to another episode. Today I'm going to be talking about a question that came up. So thank you for submitting this question. It's a really good question, and I've made episodes similar to this. So this is just sort of an expansion or a sequel to some of the stuff I've already talked about. And that question is, will a protection sport dog protect you for real? Because some trainers believe that a sport dog will not protect you for real. I made an entire episode of this on my podcast and on the YouTube channel. So I'm gonna kind of expand on it a little bit more. Just gonna go ahead and beat the dead horse one more time. If you look through some of the videos that I've uploaded through the years, most of the video is equipment oriented for sport work. Okay, it's actually equipment oriented for sport work, because the way I look at it and the way my club members look at it is we're doing this for the sake of a sport. So our dogs are learning how to bite with full mouth, full grips. They're learning to push into the bite. They're learning techniques that will be beneficial for them in club settings and in trial settings. We're not training for real life. So the only real life scenarios that we really train for is for PSA scenarios, which some of the PSA scenarios are a little bit real life, but that's as real life as we get. Now, it doesn't mean our dogs won't protect us. It's just different. So imagine you were practicing boxing. Now, boxing is a sport. Okay, you put on the gloves and you are actually practicing drills. You're punching punching bags. Now, is it realistic? No, like the bad guy who decides to jump you at night, he's not gonna bring target pads and go, all right, give me a jab, give me a cross so that I can rob you. No, right? They're not gonna do that. You're not gonna have time to put the boxing gloves on. You're not gonna have time to warm up or stretch. There's not gonna be anybody ringing the bell, nothing. It's just gonna be at a moment's notice, and now you're gonna have to defend yourself. Now, you might be good at boxing in a ring. Does that mean you're good at a real fight? Who knows? You might have to be battle tested. But here's what I will say. If you are a good boxer, you are in a better position skill-wise. You're in a better position to defend yourself in a real fight, because you are practicing real scenarios. You're doing jabs and you're doing crosses, you're doing hooks, uppercuts, you're blocking, all kinds of things. But yes, even though they are sport related, you are punching a punching bag and target pads and you are sparring with a partner. It's not real, but these are all skills that will help you in a real fight. Okay, with dogs, let's bring that back down to dogs. When we do sport work, our sport dogs are practicing skills that could potentially be beneficial in a real scenario. Will it translate every time? Not necessarily. There are dogs that will protect you for real without ever once stepping on a training field and training bite work. Okay, that could be very inherent to the individual without any training. You could also have dogs that are really good at sport work that might not do much in a real life scenario. It depends on the dog. It depends on the pictures that you're giving the dog and the training that you're giving this dog to. Now, again, my club is a sport club, so we are training for sport work. I have seen people that train for real protection, and not to sound shitty, but a lot of times the real protection training that I see just looks like complete garbage, shit show. Dogs are barely biting. They're biting awful. They're like only biting at the wrist of the sleeve, backing away. It's very clear that a lot of these people don't understand the tactics of what goes into a real bite scenario. They just understand a couple of things here and there. So when you see that, you go, man, that's horrible. That's real. You could say, yeah, that's real. The bad guy is not going to give a presentation. The bad guy is not going to show the bicep or the leg. They're not going to have clatter sticks. It's just going to be, boom, real quick, and your dog will have to act at a moment's notice. Now, can your dog do that effectively without ever doing sport work? Yes, it can. Can it look like a complete shit show and your dog decides to go, whoa, fuck this, I'm out, and your dog be decent at sport work? Yeah, that can happen too. It depends on the individual, okay? When all the equipment and the scenario is out of the way, will your dog actually react for real? That depends on the individual. I recently made a video of this dog that just recently got sold, and you see on the video she's actually not equipment fixated. We're doing this scenario with my wife and I and the dog, and in this scenario there is no equipment. I'm not giving a presentation. I'm not presenting the bicep, the forearm, the leg. I don't have the clatter stick. I don't have a pillow or a tug. It's just me being aggressive. And you can see this dog light on and light off just with a verbal cue. And she looks quite intense. This is more real life scenario. Is that dog a real dog? Yes, that is a dog that is more of a personal protection dog, but she has also done sport work. I've done sport work with that dog. I've done bite suit work with that dog. I've done presentations and bicep bites, and she's done the same thing with other clubs and other trainers. So is this the type of dog that will bite for real? Yes, I believe so. Is this a dog that if the owners wanted to, could she do sport work? Personally, I think so, based on watching her. But that depends on the individual. So will a sport dog protect you for real? That's too broad of a question, too general of a question. And the answer will always be, it depends on the individual. I hope this video was helpful. Guys, remember to like and subscribe. Instagram, Facebook, go to Amazon. I have 4 books on there now. So check them out, and I'll see you guys in the next video.